President Vladimir Putin, during his State of the Nation address to the Russian Federation Assembly in March, showcased several weapons. One of them was Poseidon, Status 6, unmanned underwater drone. It will be carried by a new nuclear-powered submarine currently under construction. Poseidon is one of a kind and poses a real challenge to Russia's rivals. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why Russia's Poseidon unmanned underwater drone is a doomsday weapon. Let's get started. The torpedo-shaped robotic mini-submarine can travel at speeds of up to 100 knots. That's 185 kilometers per hour. It has a range of 6,200 miles, 10,000 kilometers, and can travel at a maximum depth of 3,280 feet, or 1,000 meters. This underwater drone is perceived to have stealth technology to avoid detection. As per Russian sources, Poseidon is armed with a mammoth 100 megaton warhead. To give viewers a perspective, here's a comparison. Trinity Test in New Mexico in July 1945, which ushered in the nuclear age, had a yield of 20 kilotons. Hiroshima's Little Boy bomb had a yield of 13 to 18 kilotons, whereas Nagasaki's Fat Man bomb had a yield of 20 to 22 kilotons of TNT. Poseidon has the potential for multiple strategic uses. These could be some of its mission. 1. Making nuclear tsunamis to flood and radioactively contaminate rival coasts. This weapon could create a tsunami wave up to 500 meters tall that will radioactively contaminate large parts of enemy's coastline. Poseidon could be armed with a cobalt bomb. A cobalt bomb is a type of salted bomb, a nuclear weapon designed to produce enhanced amounts of radioactive fallout, intended to contaminate a large area with radioactive material. Upon detonation, cobalt-59 would be transmuted into cobalt-60, a highly radioactive particle with a half-life of more than 5 years. It will cause massive devastation, rendering large areas unusable for years. No country in the world has yet tested a cobalt bomb due to the devastating radiation it would unleash. 2. Destroying naval bases. Being much smaller than a traditional submarine, the Poseidon could sneak very close to enemies' naval bases and detonate itself, causing tremendous damage to enemies' naval assets like warships or submarine fleet. 3. Destroying U.S. aircraft carriers. Russia's main rival, U.S., has about 10 supercarriers in active service. These have been used to project power much beyond the American homeland. Poseidon could be assigned to neutralize U.S. carriers. Russia could quietly pre-position a few of these on the floor of the oceans, then remotely activate when in strike distance of a U.S. carrier group. 4. Destroy U.S. SSBN fleet. U.S. currently has an Ohio SSBN fleet of 14 vessels. This is scheduled to decline to 12 Columbia SSBNs in the future. On any given day, half of U.S. SSBN are in port and other half are patrolling at sea. So the most credibly survivable leg of the entire U.S. nuclear triad is only about 6 to 7 submarines. Poseidon could be used to tail these submarines and attack them on command. Even a robot submarine of Ohio class may not survive a 100 megaton warhead, even when detonated 100 kilometers away. The U.S. and NATO members are developing multiple anti-missile defense systems. The U.S. missile defense systems like Ground-Based Mid-Course Defense, Aegis Ballistic Missile Defense System, or Terminal High Altitude Area Defense (THAAD) are designed to take out traditional missiles. Though Russia is developing offensive systems capable of penetrating the U.S. air defense shield, Poseidon would be an alternative mechanism. Poseidon would be able to bypass these missile defense systems altogether as it will travel underwater. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.